Let's talk about anger. It is one of the most misunderstood emotions that we have, and people think it's the problem, but anger is rarely the root. Anger is usually just the messenger. It shows up when something important was crossed, ignored, silenced, or carried for too long. And what we get wrong here is that energetically, anger isn't dark, it's hot, like heat. It's life force that didn't get to move when it needed to. It's the body saying something here matters. Sometimes anger comes from a grief that never had language. Sometimes it comes from boundaries that were never allowed. Sometimes from loving deeply in places where it wasn't safe to show it. And that's why anger can feel sharp one moment and then really heavy the next. It holds protection, it holds loss, power, and longing all at once. But when it is suppressed, it doesn't disappear, it turns inward as shame, exhaustion, or numbness. And when it's expressed without awareness, it can burn bridges it actually wants to protect. But when you listen to your anger instead of judging it, it becomes clarifying. It tells you where you care, where you need truth, where something inside of you is ready to be honored. Anger is not asking to be eliminated, it's just asking to be understood and guided. Because at its core, anger isn't about destruction, it's about restoration. Now, when I've experienced anger in my life and sort of resentment, it sits in my body. But when I've reflected on it, I realize if I'm angry at blah, blah, blah for not meeting me halfway or not being there for me, why am I angry with them is because I'm angry at myself for allowing this behavior, right? And I need to hold myself accountable that I was not validating myself of love and worthiness. So I was feeling lack in my relationships and my connections with people. And then that came resentment, inflammation, and it just spirals and it just ricochets in so many ways in your life. So to be able to sit with anger instead of judging it or being frustrated, something that has protected you for so long, so it doesn't want to be shamed, it just wants to be heard. Save this as a reminder that if you're experiencing anger, you are not broken. Anger is a multifaceted emotion that just means you have a beautiful heart and with such capacity to love everybody. Give yourself grace and just know that anger is not permanent. If you need some help dissecting any sort of anger or resentment in your system, send me a message and I can help you get there.